Two Door Cinema Club, and this is Records in My Life.
Hi guys, we're with Alex, Kevin, and Sam from Two Door Cinema Club. Guys, thank you so much for being on Records in My Life.
Thanks for having us.
How you guys been?
We've been good.
Good, been busy.
Everything's good. What's give us some news? What's going on in the camp?
Well, we've just been touring a lot. That's most of what we do. We just we finished up a run in South America, and we just came over to the States last week. We played Coachella Festival, and now we've made our way all the way up the west coast of Vancouver.
Cool. So is Coachella all it's made up to be? Give us your opinion.
It is a lot of selfies. It is.
It's probably everything you think it is, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You're not allowed to wear any clothes, apparently.
It seems like a good thing because you guys are all smiling and you have a gleam in your eyes. So it seems like a bit, but you've played before, right, Coachella?
Yeah. It's just surreal, man.
It's surreal.
Yeah.
Let's go back to when you were really young. Did you guys go to high school together?
Yeah,
or?
we did.
Yes.
Okay. So what records were you guys like digging when you started the band?
One of the bands that we actually kind of brought us together as friends was Biffy Clyro, and so their first 3 records I think were out at the time, and we were kind of like going around all of those at the same time. And when we formed our first band, we were covering their songs, and it was the first rock show the 3 of us went to go and see together. So that was like super important to us.
Nice memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We were all into a similar kind of style of rock music and that kind of how you performed it. Like, we were big fans of the Mars Volta and at the drive-in. You know, we used to like, I don't even know if YouTube existed, but we used to hunt down these videos of, you know, like at the drive-in performing on Letterman or something like that, and just watching them not care at all about how it sounded and just, you know, trash things and just have a great time. And we didn't actually go as far as that, but I think that kind of inspired us even a little bit of how to perform with a guitar, you know, and how to be in a rock band and things like that. Not that we're like quite as rock and roll as those guys, but you know, I think
Not many bands are. I mean,
we were 15, 16, I think we wanted to be.
Cool. And give us an album each when you were recording, during the recording sessions, which inspired you to, because the record went in a bit of a new direction for you. So give us each one that you can think of.
Sure. I was listening to Hunky Dory by Bowie a lot, and any record that was making one kind of music and making it sound like another kind of music. That record, he's essentially playing folk songs, but he's messing with them, and they don't sound like folk songs on that record. And so I like the idea of writing traditional pop songs and twisting them to sound kind of futuristic or spiritual or otherworldly, and just try and get a different slant on what would be, a standard song.
I was listening a lot to It's Album Time by Todd Terje. I was thinking, I'm going to pick this, and I bet you Sam's going to be annoyed, so I'm going to go first. It's a great album. I think I love the way I'd always been a fan of his singles, and I guess in the dance world it's less common to kind of do like the traditional sort of album format, and I love that he approached that really differently to how we approach like singles and other like EPs and remix packages he's done before. And there's some really interesting moments on that record.
Yes, I mean, it's the same record for me, but it was the first record in a long time that I really got behind. I feel like for a long time there's not been a band I've been interested in. I think like I just have gone through a real phase of not really liking band-based music. And it's just refreshing to not have to listen to teenagers whine about stuff on records and just have no lyrics and just feel the groove for a change.
My new question: what do you guys? What's new that you tell us? Listen to what's going on the like on the tour bus albums that are grabbing your ears.
I discovered this guy called Kiefer the other day, which is like I don't know if it's samples or he's just really, really, really talented and in lots of different ways. But it's almost like a bit more ambient and electronic at first. That was what first got me into it, and then as I listened to more his album, or I'm assuming it's him, was a lot more sort of jazz, which was really cool. You know, it's kind of a bit more of a, to me, a more accessible version of jazz than like Kamasi Washington or something, which I also really like. But it's a bit like it sort of just plays on the nuances a bit of jazz a bit more than being a full jazz record. But yeah.
Been listening to Bonobo a lot, traveling. We've been flying a lot, so I feel like it's a nice record to fly to. It's quite electronic and sampley and.
Is that good music for the nervous flyer? I'm a bit of a nervous. I actually have a flight tonight. Not about me, but is that good? Should I listen to that or?
Yeah, I think it's nice because you don't need to focus too much on anything that's going on with it. You know, it's just nicer than silence.
Migration, I think it's called.
Quite new.
I know
His music is better than silence, I guess.
It's almost a compliment, right?
Yeah.
It's a borderline. It's like
I like silence.
a romantic record. Your idea, nice. You know, your partner and a record that you want to have a nice meal or whatever
Okay.
else you want to do.
I do things a little differently. The Spice Girls. Spice, the first Spice Girls record?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah?
Heard of them?
I mean, if that doesn't work, what will?
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably put on someone with where you could maybe show the moves off, or like Luther Vandross or someone. Get them in the mood and show off some dancing.
That's understandable. The Spice Girls. I'm not saying everyone's got their own taste. I'm not, but
There's some sexy stuff on there. There's some ballads on there.
Two Become One.
Two Become One.
Definite highlight.
It's tried and tested. You look like you know what you're talking about and stuff.
Yeah.
So give us some advice. Final thing. Give us a bit of advice for the World Wide Webs.
Love each other. Do that more. We'll be all right. Yeah.
Guys, thank you very, very much for your time and best of luck on the rest of the tour. You got a lot left, I guess. How many dates do you have left?
We got about another 2 weeks and then more.
Yeah, and Europe this summer.
Hi, if you like that, can you share it with your friends? Leave us a comment and subscribe too.